Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. A registry for child abuse and neglect passes the Senate.
Also tonight, teens learn about respect and love in dating.
And where have all the bottom fish gone? The fishers chime in.
In sports, the high school Va'a paddlers execute their turns in the Saipan Lagoon.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Your search for unbeatable internet speeds is over. Visit Docomo Pacific today and sign up for as low as $60 a month so you can experience our fast, reliable internet speeds for yourself. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Say howdy to the new Buffalo Ranch sauce with its tangy creaminess and its creamy tanginess. It's your chicken's perfect partner, only at McDonald's.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventure is soaring high at the Hilton Guam. Guam Adventures invites you to take flight on our zipline adventure, a breathtaking ride where the ocean sparkles below and the island breeze rushes past your face. Glide over tropical gardens, feel the thrill of the drop, and capture that perfect view. This is one experience you'll never forget. Show your CNMI driver's license, and we'll even throw in snorkeling at one of the best spots on Guam, because adventure shouldn't just lift your spirits, it should lift you right off the ground. Book now and take your trip or layover to new heights. We can even pick you up. Book now at GuamAdventures.com.
Hapaday CNMI, I'm Officer Igito. Driving under the influence of marijuana is against the law. Driving high can impair your judgment, motor coordination, the ability to concentrate, and slow your reaction time. Therefore, it can impair your driving skills. We are not out here to get you, we're out here to protect you. Don't drive high, CNMI. Drive high, get a DUI.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the CNMI Department of Public Safety.
I love Mariana's Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on February the 4th from our studios high up on Capitol Hill.
Charges have been refiled against 2 government officials, including the Lieutenant Governor, alleging misuse of public funds and government resources.
The refiling of the criminal charges comes a week after they were dismissed without prejudice. Associate Judge Joseph Camacho ruled that prosecutors failed to follow required criminal procedures in a hearing held last week. Charges refiled by Prosecutor Olga Kelly named Dennis James Camacho Mendiola and Justin Paul Ariola Mizutani with a combined 13 felony counts, including misuse of public funds, misconduct in public office, and theft. Prosecutors allege that in 2022, while serving in leadership roles with Homeland Security and Emergency Management, the defendants authorized the transport and use of rental vehicles for private purposes using government funds. Court filings state that the vehicles were shipped from Saipan to Rota aboard chartered vessels carrying government supplies without proper authorization or sufficient appropriations. The government claims the actions resulted in more than $61,000 in losses to the Commonwealth, with additional individuals individual counts, citing losses ranging from several thousand to more than $20,000. If convicted, each felony count carries a possible penalty of up to 10 years in prison, fines of up to $50,000, and a potential ban from future government employment.
2 alleged kidnappers make a quick appearance in Superior Court this morning. In late August of 2025, police arrested Peter De Leon Guerrero, also known as Dragon, and Xihuan Bai for allegedly kidnapping a former tour operator and beating him with fists, feet, and the butt of a gun for over 3 hours. They are both charged with assault and battery. The case is tied to the August viral video showing a tan Toyota truck fleeing the scene in Garapan. The victim claims he was escaping from further beating. Today in Superior Court, during a status hearing in front of Judge Joseph Camacho, Prosecutor Chester Hines asked for more time for the discovery process before charges are officially made. A third defendant, Hezhong Huang, who had a history of drug involvement, has already been deported back to his home country of China. Both defendants are remanded back into custody and ordered to return to court on March the 18th to give time for either official charges to be made or a change of plea agreed upon. Senate Bill 2541 to establish a Child Abuse and Neglect Central Registry is on the docket today in the CNMI Senate chamber. In the Senate this afternoon, a bill to establish a Child Abuse Registry is introduced. Vivian Sablon, Division of Youth Services.
Child safety is paramount. The Child Abuse and Neglect Central Registry gives the Commonwealth a clear system to track substantiated child abuse and neglect cases, support safe hiring practices and volunteer recruitments, and above all, help prevent repeated harm to our children. We do run the child abuse background checks, but to officialize it and structure it, we need it to become a law so that we are fair across the board and we have a system that's structured that will streamline the process. The bill actually was just introduced back in July of 2025, but DYS has been putting a lot of hours into working on the project since April of 2023.
The bill passes the Senate unanimously and will be sent to the House for confirmation. Child abuse is not just committed by adults. Children often model the behavior of the adults in their lives. 1 out of 10 of our teenagers have already experienced violence in their young dating lives. That's a lot. At Dan Dan Middle School yesterday morning, the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence hosts a ceremony proclaiming Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month.
She isn't perfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help.
1 in 12 teenagers experience sexual violence. Inspirational speaker and domestic violence survivor Mally Castro shares her cautionary tale.
And he told me, tell me the truth. I can make you stop breathing right here. And no one would care, not even your parents. And that was the last thing that I remembered. And when I woke up, he whispered in my ear, I'm sorry, I love you. It won't ever happen again. Just don't talk to other guys. So this incident should have been the last straw. He physically hurt me. I should have told my parents. I should have told him to go back home. I should have left him once and for all.
But it did happen again and again until she finally found the courage to speak up. And she has been speaking up for over 10 years now, educating teenagers and parents on the value of communication. If anyone is in an abusive relationship or what they perceive to be an abusive relationship, what should they do?
Find a trusted adult. That's really the truth. Find a trusted adult. They need to make sure that they find someone, whether it be a parent, counselor, teacher, older sibling, auntie, uncle, nina, nino, just anyone that they trust. I'm a parent myself, and I've learned through the years, because they're teenagers, that I just need to listen to them and not judge what they share with me, and just have an open communication.
Lieutenant Governor Dennis Mendiola.
Everything you see, you absorb, and you learn and realize that this is the way of life. However, not everything that we've learned back then is really the way of life. As we evolve, as we grow, we start realizing that some of the stuff that we witness are really not the way it should be. But it was, again, I use this term a lot because my wife's a counselor. She always mentions it, it's a learned behavior. So, we keep passing this on through generations.
Speaker of the House, Edmund Villagomez.
Well, this is a call to action. Real love, respects, and all the themes that have come before this, even for DFAM and SAM, end the cycle, like the Lieutenant Governor said. Break the silence and let us all lead with respect, with courage, and love.
Philip Santos is the chairman of the Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month.
We want to end that cycle of abuse, right? So we're teaching kids, maybe even if you witness it at the home, doesn't mean it's right or that it's normal. People don't start off as abusers, right? Maybe they have learned these behaviors over the years, right? And so we teach our kids, our youth as early as now, what do red flags look like? If you see someone, right, who is doing these behaviors, right, if you're a true friend, right, you will talk to your friend about it. We just want to encourage two groups of people. I think that's the thread, that's the message that's been reoccurring often. Number one is our parents. Talk early, talk often, right? Have these open conversations with your children about what love should look like. And for our youth, we encourage you to find a trusted adult or your parents, right? To open up to them about your relationships and, work on that together as a family.
And the students.
We actually learned a lot of things. I learned that respect is love, and that to love you shouldn't feel scared or afraid in a relationship.
What I learned is that you should speak up about what you see, no matter what it is, because you never really know what that person is going through. So you should always try and help them.
Coming up, looking forward with the Saipan Chamber of Commerce.
And 2 first-timers arrive on the island. Welcome to Saipan.
This year, Docomo Pacific didn't slow down, we stepped up. We increased internet download speeds twice and upload speeds once for every customer automatically at no extra cost. We opened a new call center in Saipan, creating over 30 local jobs because we believe in the CNMI and the strength of our people. We launched digital cable TV in Tinian, bringing affordable entertainment built for the community. We completed major network investments, including a new monopole in Rhoda and one in Saipan at Capitol Hill, delivering stronger, faster, and more reliable connections. We harden our network to stay connected during storms and power outages. This is Tomorrow's Islands Today. Docomo Pacific. Faster connections, more value, built for the CNMI.
Hafaday, Zantiro. I'm Leo Pangilinan with the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. We'd like to take a moment to thank our generous sponsors who have made possible the many programs in our community like this show. We couldn't have done it without them. And if you value the work we do and would like to make a contribution to our efforts, we ask that you consider making an in-kind or cash contribution to the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. Any amount is appreciated, and donations of up to $5,000 qualify for an educational tax credit. We appreciate your partnership and support. Sidus Maasi, Olomai, and thank you.
When family comes to visit, send them to family. Mariana's Trekking, Saipan's original adventure crew, trusted by locals for 25 years. We'll keep them busy. Go-karts, ATVs, buggies, even grotto snorkeling. You? Well, you get your living room back. Or better yet, you can come too. Mariana's Trekking, 25 years, local, trusted, family. Send your family to family. We'll take it from here.
At Mariana's Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
Welcome back. You're watching the Wednesday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
The Saipan Chamber of Commerce hosted their monthly general meeting at Saipan World Resort today. Updates of the organization are shared by the president.
Along with the announcement of their Business Person of the Year at their gala this past weekend, the Saipan Chamber of Commerce also commenced an installation of their new board members. As the new president, Dr. Joshua Wise, shares some updates of what to look forward to in the year ahead.
You know, a lot of things that we're looking to try to do this year, which I think we try to do every year. You know, the economy is something that we are really looking to try to do our best to boost. From tourism to other avenues, you know, investors with you know, some manufacturing companies. So we're really hoping to try to help to guide that along. Everything, even and with tourism, you know, we're looking at not just your general tourism. We're looking at things like sports tourism, healthcare tourism. So kind of a broader range of just your general tourism.
Wise says the chamber is gearing up for their 4th annual economic forum, which will include guest speakers from different industries.
So we do have an economic forum that'll be coming up March 11, and you know, we're going to really highlight a lot of these issues in more detail. So you'll see a lot of stuff coming out about that.
Where have all the bottom fish gone? Long time passing. Where have all the bottom fish gone? Long time ago. The Western Pacific Regional Fishery Management Council invite fishers from across the Pacific to exchange observations regarding the patterns, size, and location of game fish populations in the 2025 season.
We're here trying to reach all the Pacific island regions and just trying to figure out if there's any changes that each island sees, and if there are, then maybe we can bring that and talk about it more and see what we can do, how to help the fishermen and what their needs are.
Most of the evening's participants appear via remote from as far away as Hawaii, Guam, and Rota.
One of the key things, especially for as we go between Hawaii, American Samoa, and the Marianas, there are limitations to the data. Understanding that in Guam and CNMI, you guys do have creel surveys, and sometimes the creel surveys may not have the full picture. So this meeting is really the opportunity to expand and further dive into what are the fishery trends.
One fisher observes connections between the appearance of fish populations with the appearance of butterflies on land or the abundance of termites. And one local fisher expresses,
the places where I normally would go to and catch bottom fish, apakapaka, genday, onaga. Earlier this year, it's been bad.
Where have all the bottom fish gone? The ongoing survey hopes to answer that question.
We speak with 2 first-timers to our island. Welcome to Saipan.
At Saipan International Airport, Passengers trickle in, 1 by 1, 2 by 2, and roll in with the family. Some are greeted by loved ones as soon as they come through. Who says a girl can't get a guy flowers? Tateki Herbert is flying in from Guam for a job opportunity in administrative work.
Working for the Merchant Marine office, like working with them, help Western Pacific Academy, helping them with paperwork and whatnot.
It's her first time in Saipan, and she says this is what stands out to her.
I would say the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's the same as Guam, but
she's happy to be here for 8 days during the hiring process.
I'm just training at the moment.
Oh, so you're just here for training?
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to say?
Holiday?
Thank you.
Johnny is flying in from Manila, and it's also her first time in Saipan.
I'm from California. Yeah, so I was in Manila for a month and then just on a little trip. So, yeah.
She's stopping by Saipan on her way back to the mainland, all thanks to her friend.
So my friend moved here and it was in the Pacific and it was like kind of on my journey that I'm going on. So, yeah.
All right. And your trip, are you just going for like vacation or is it kind of like work? Or?
It's vacation in a way, not for work at all. I just like have some time off of work. So yeah, vacation, I guess.
And besides what your friend told you about Saipan, did you know anything about this island?
No, not much, to be honest. So excited to learn what it's all about.
Even not knowing much what the island offers, she does know that we have some feathery friends.
I'm going with the flow. Me and my friend are really big birders, and so I'm looking forward to going birding and seeing like all the Micronesian birds here. But other than that, don't really have any set plans. So yeah.
All right. Anything else you would like to say?
Excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you. Welcome to Saipan.
Thank you.
As passengers deplane and step foot across the doors, whether it's work-related or just for vacation, we're happy to welcome you to Saipan.
2 documentarians making a film on and about Anatahan during World War II. This week in your Humanities Half Hour with Catherine Perry, filmmakers Chris McNaughton and Evan Larson talk about the Queen of Anatahan, their film chronicling life on the island during wartime.
It's been a long process. Actually, I've been just researching it for the past several years. I've gone to Japan, I've interviewed descendants from survivors. There's some descendants from people who helped with the evacuation back stateside. And there's documents in the archives in Guam, the National Archives over in DC, and then just collecting old media, newspapers and magazines from that era that mention this. And then, of course, on top of that, reading the books and watching the movie and kind of compiling all this together and weeding out what's accurate and what's not accurate.
In 1944, prior to the war, both Japanese and Carolinians processed coconut on the island.
When you read the books and you read the history that's there, the Carolinians are really important because they're teaching the Japanese how to survive on these islands, and they teach them how to make tuba, and they teach them so they can.
Forget about fishing and farming. They taught them how to make tuba.
Of course,
that's the important thing.
Hey, that's how it goes. And then all at once, they just kind of disappear.
Hear more about the film and the process of historical navigation on your Humanities Half Hour with Catherine Perry this Thursday evening at 7 p.m. and again on repeat Saturday, also at 7 p.m. right here on KSPN Channel 2. Coming up in sports, the high school Va'a season has begun. Can the paddlers stay in their lanes? Stay tuned.
Your search for unbeatable internet speeds is over. Visit Docomo Pacific today and sign up for as low as $60 a month so you can experience our fast, reliable internet speeds for yourself. Docomo Pacific, better together.
This year, it's not about resolutions, it's about results. Gold's Gym is launching the 2026 Transformation Challenge, a 12-week total transformation. Professional guidance, real accountability, measurable results. Exclusive group training, member-only perks, and a community pushing you forward. And it leads to big rewards, $1,000 cash, and a free year at Gold's Gym. Registration open now, and the challenge starts January 19th. Gold's Gym 2026, the Transformation Challenge. Put in the work, own the change. Gold's Gym, Garapan.
Just a short flight from Saipan, adventures calling from Guam. Guam Adventures at Leo Palace has a perfect mix of thrills and sightseeing this holiday season. Check out our off-road adventure where the trails splash, spin, and roar. And for our NMI residents, after you ride, cool off with a free water park pass at Leo Palace Resort and enjoy 20% off lunch because adventure works up an appetite. So whether it's a weekend escape or a layover to remember, make it count with Guam Adventures. Book now and turn your trip into a thrill. And yes, we'll even pick you up. Book now at guamadventures.com.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake, or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! Rain or shine, outrigger canoe teams from 4 high schools on Saipan put their paddles to the test.
So you do a good job of please maintaining the cleanliness of the beach and making sure that no plastic waste, garbage, basura, however you want to call it, is blowing into the water or around the area. We want to make sure that we clean up better than we did before.
The first Va'a races of the Public School System Athletic Program 2026 season kicked off at Kilili Beach on Saturday, January 31st. Girls, boys, and co-ed teams from Marianas High, Cagman High, Saipan Southern High, and Mount Carmel High School competed in the interscholastic races. Director for the program, Nick Gross, says changes from last year is an opportunity for another boat to join in on the water.
This year we'll be offering a junior varsity season that's sort of interlaced into the varsity season as well. And that will be more of a pennant chase and for bragging rights, right? They won't be paddling to own a championship per se, but it is our opportunity to give more access to the kids to begin learning all of the different intricacies of paddling, the turning, and all the different stuff. So we're really excited to see some expansion.
Gross adds that another expansion for the program is the inclusion of private school students to join in. Rihanna Travilla is a paddler from Mount Carmel, and her dad Rob is an alumni class of 2005.
This is actually my first year, my first time doing this.
Okay,
yeah.
So how do you feel first time?
Honestly, it's a little bit like nerve-wracking, but I love it, and like I'm really excited to keep on doing this.
And then that's what I was saying too, is it's her senior year, so I actually encouraged her to like try out new things, get into sports, and she did it, and I'm seeing it firsthand, and I'm just super proud. It's just awesome.
Rob, along with many other parents, guardians, and family members, weather the storm to watch the students glide across the water. Paddlers turn at the flags on the 250-meter course. once for the 500-meter sprints and 3 times for the 1,000-meter sprints. As the varsity and junior varsity teams compete in the no-points race this past weekend, they dial in their turns and get the feel of the race course for the next competition where points will be counted. Classmates, parents, and all community members are encouraged to spectate and support the paddlers in the friendly school spirit.
Today we love MC. Ready? Mount Carmel, Carmel, hail to thee. We raise our voices so proud and so free. Our guide inspirations, our hearts you have won. Mount Carmel, for God and Saipan. Yay!
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. The National Weather Service predicts that tonight will offer some mild weather with only a 20% chance of isolated showers, mild east breezes, and low temperatures of around 77 degrees. Tomorrow, Thursday, should remain mild with a continued 20% chance of isolated rainfall and temperatures ranging from 85 degrees in the day and dropping to around 77 degrees in the evening hours. The sun has set at 6:17 p.m. and will rise again tomorrow morning at 6:46 a.m. Way too early to talk to your kids or your parents about physical relationships, but not too early to think about how you're going to talk to them. And I will see you in the water or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, CNMI.
We'll see you again on Friday.